Hey guys, it's Ash here with WatchMojo, and these are the top 10 biggest flexes in One Piece.
光の速度で蹴られたことはあるかい?
For this list, we'll be looking at times when characters from One Piece illustrated their skills or strength in outlandish ways.
わしはここをやめて 麦わらの一味に入りたい
Number 10. Mihawk's smallest knife.
鬼
Dracula Mihawk is the world's strongest swordsman. His introduction has already established his clout and abilities, given that he single-handedly destroyed Don Krieg's fleet. However, when Zoro challenges the man he hopes to surpass, Mihawk delivers a monumental flex on the Straw Hat swordsman.
おい、何のつもりだそりゃ?
Rather than use his massive ship-slicing blade, Mihawk instead pulls out a tiny blade hidden in his necklace. After lamenting that he doesn't have a smaller one, Mihawk proceeds to utterly dominate Zoro in a duel, despite his apparent handicap. While Zoro's determination ultimately wins Mihawk's approval, he must first endure the warlord's disrespect.
いいね、世界一の剣豪か。海賊王の仲間ならそれぐらいになってくれないと俺が困る。
Number 9. Crocodile gives Luffy 3 minutes.
3分やろ。それ以上てめえの相手なんぞしてられねえ。
Speaking of a warlord's disrespect, when Luffy and company are being pursued by the warlord Crocodile, the Straw Hat captain stays behind to buy time. After trading barbs, Crocodile starts to get impatient. But in a show of contempt and confidence, he throws down an hourglass timer in the sand. He lets Luffy try to fight him for 3 minutes.
3分やろ。
Crocodile's utter certainty that Luffy can't hit him in a few minutes is such a big flex. And he's right. Try as he might, Luffy can't so much as injure Crocodile in that time. Meanwhile, Crocodile pokes holes in Luffy's dreams and his body.
この俺を誰だと思ってる?
Number 8. Kaido knocks Luffy out. Few things can set Luffy off, since he's generally happy-go-lucky. But when Kaido, one of the 4 emperors, destroys the castle where his friends and allies are and supposedly kills them, Luffy loses his chill. Attacking the draconic pirates head-on, Luffy uses all his powerful forms and moves, pummeling Kaido with punch after punch. But it doesn't injure him. Although the anime extends the fight to have a bit more back and forth, Kaido essentially gets up, dusts himself off, and knocks Luffy out with one well-placed Thunder Bagua. He even ridicules Luffy's ambition to be Pirate King, defeating the protagonist in one blow and kicking him while he's down. Damn. Number 7. Can Luffy throw a punch? Despite receiving ridicule at the hands of Bellamy, a big-time rookie pirate, Luffy returns to confront him when his new friend Cricket's gold is stolen. Bellamy tries to flex on Luffy, mocking his dreams, as he shows off his spring-based powers by bouncing around town in an apparent blur. However, Luffy angrily recalls Bellamy's question and throws it back at him. Can he throw a punch?
パンチの打ち方を知ってるかって
Then, when Bellamy goes in for a final attack, Luffy punches him into the ground, making Bellamy lose consciousness and gain a new dent in his face. He didn't even use his devil fruit powers or name the attack. Luffy doesn't flex often, but when he does, it's always impressive. Number 6. A mere emperor.
わしはここをやめて麦わらの一味に入りたい。
Jinbei is a staunch ally of the Straw Hats who desperately wanted to join the crew. However, to protect his own people, the Fishman pirate allied with Big Mom. Upon meeting her during the most chaotic tea party ever, Jinbei decides to resign. The only problem is that Big Mom can suck out people's souls.
Stay! Oh, life!
ライフじゃ。
But when the enormous Emperor Matriarch tries it on Jinbei, it doesn't work. The caveat to her powers working is that the victim has to fear her, and Jinbei doesn't. A man who wants to join the crew of the future Pirate King can't be scared off by a measly emperor. No wonder everyone calls him Boss.
未来の海賊王のクルーになろうちゅう男が4カごときに臆しておられるか。
Number 5. Whitebeard blows out a birthday candle.
大噴火。
The war at Marineford is rife with characters showing off their ridiculous powers amid all the devastation and shocking developments. When Admiral Akainu takes action, things start to look dire, with the magma-spouting marine launching meteor magma fists down on the pirates. However, while some of the Whitebeard pirate ships are lit aflame by Akainu's attacks, Whitebeard himself catches one on the tip of his enormous halberd. Not only that, he blows out the magma with his breath alone. The legendary pirate has quake powers, and yet he used only his lung capacity to extinguish molten rock. Whitebeard even trash talks the Admiral for good measure. Akainu may be made of magma, but Whitebeard gave him a burn. Number 4. Kizaru styles on the Supernovas.
まったくものを聞いただけでしょう。
Marine admirals can do plenty of flexing themselves. Borsellino, codename Kizaru, immediately shows why his title isn't just for show. While Luffy causes an international incident, Kizaru arrives on the scene via cannonball to help suppress any pirates in the area. After casually and accidentally blowing up a tree the size of a mountain, Kizaru runs into Luffy's peers, fellow up-and-coming rookie pirates Hawkins, Apu, Drake, and Arouge.
ちょっとキザルさんやりすぎじゃないか。
With lazy, unfocused disregard, Kizaru steamrolls these supernovas of the pirate world using his light-based abilities. Their attacks do no damage. He kicks Hawkins at the speed of light and then fires off his powerful lasers. Kizaru isn't all there, which makes his easy defeat of the supernovas an even bigger flaunting of his strength. Number 3. Shanks Stops the War.
よくやった。若い海兵。
The war at Marineford doesn't go well for almost everyone. Whitebeard and Ace die, Blackbeard is ascendant, the Marines and pirates die by the droves, and Luffy's life is in danger. But at the 11th hour, who should appear to intervene but Luffy's mentor Shanks? The Emperor steps in to save Kobe and buy time for Luffy to escape. He then makes a speech to all the hardened pirates, battle-hungry Marines, and the wild card that is Blackbeard about how pointless their fighting has become.
これ以上欲しても両軍被害は無益に拡大する一方だ。
Shanks then challenges anyone who still wants to fight to go up against him and his crew, and none of them want to mess with him. If stopping a war nearly single-handedly isn't a flex, then what is?
Koi! 俺たちが相手をしてやる。
Number 2, Luffy ignores two emperors.
まず詫びろよ、麦わら。
おい小僧。
Luffy and his fellow worst generation members make their way to the roof of Onigashima to confront Big Mom and Kaido. It's an epic showdown with the old generation facing the new. However, rather than respond to the two emperors' barbs about his ambitions, Luffy walks right past two of the most powerful pirates on the planet without a glance, and tends to his friend Kinemon, whom Kaido defeated earlier.
お前が一体何になるのか。俺たちの前でもう一度言ってみろ。
The disrespect Luffy shows them is probably unintentional. His body is more important to him after all. But even if it was, Luffy's oversized, incredible punch to Kaido's face and his declaration that he'll overtake them and become Pirate King definitely shows that Luffy thinks they're beneath him. Or they will be soon. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, every single Conqueror's Haki moment. Yep, all of them. Conqueror's Haki lets its user release a burst of concentrated intimidation to knock out opponents that lack the willpower to withstand it. Every time it's used throughout the series is essentially its user flexing on whoever they use it against. Conqueror's Haki is flexing distilled and then released onto opponents. Those who use it are able to physically illustrate how much stronger than their opponents they are. When two users clash, it's like a flex-off between who can outdo the other, and anyone who can't withstand it isn't worth their time anyway. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.